Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Brianna Wagner, and I'm the communications manager at Lawyer One. I'm very lucky because I get to sit down today and speak with Robert Woods. Now, Mr. Woods is a criminal and personal injury attorney based in Texas, and he has his own law firm, and it's Woods Law Firm, PC. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No problem, Bree.
So I actually know that you were a lieutenant at the Houston Police Department. Thank you so much for your service. And we would love to know how you got into law and how long you've been practicing.
Okay. Well, Bree, to start, I wasn't always an attorney. I did begin my career as a Houston police officer. After being promoted to sergeant, I went to school and received my bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Sam Houston State University. After being promoted to lieutenant, I had the privilege of being invited to the FBI National Academy in Quantico to study criminal law. And shortly after leaving Quantico, I attended South Texas College of Law here in Houston. After completing law school, I retired from law enforcement and began my legal career in personal injury law in 2004.
Oh,
so
wow.
I've been practicing personal injury law now for about 16 years.
Quite a long time. So this is something you have a lot of experience with then, and that would be wrongful death claims.
Yes.
So what constitutes a wrongful death claim in Texas?
A wrongful death case in Texas is a civil suit where the death of someone is caused by the negligence of someone else or maybe another or an entity. The plaintiff is usually the heirs of the person killed. The suit is brought against the person responsible for the negligent conduct.
And what would you say the most common examples would be?
Most common wrongful death claims come from car accidents, then probably followed by workplace accidents, and then probably medical malpractice claims.
And is there any statute of limitations that are for Texas?
Yes, there is. There's a 2-year statute of limitation from the date of the incident that causes the death.
Okay. And so when a family member is filing in Texas, is there specific things that they should be doing? Are there certain people in the family that wouldn't be eligible to file?
Well, yes. In Texas, the only people who are eligible to file a wrongful death case would be the immediate family. And that would comprise of a mom, children, and the parents of the person killed. Some people are surprised to find out that siblings such as brothers and sisters, they cannot file a wrongful death claim in Texas.
And you had mentioned, yes, it is a civil action. And I guess for somebody who's not familiar, what kind of settlements and things that they can expect to be receiving in a civil action versus a criminal case?
Well, the damages in a survival claim usually include medical expenses, funeral expenses, pain and suffering for the deceased, lost wages, as well as future lost wages. There can be exemplary damages assessed if the death was caused by a willful act or omission or the result of gross negligence.
And something like that, exemplary damages, that's something specific to Texas, right?
Well, not specific to Texas. They have exemplary damages everywhere. What gets people confused, exemplary damages is just a new name for punitive damages. Exemplary or punitive damages are assessed to someone or to an entity to try to prevent them from continuing the wrongful activity that caused the death in the first place. Unfortunately, sometimes a wrongful activity can be financially rewarding. And the only way to get a person or a company to stop from doing that activity is to make it no longer financially rewarding. So when assessing exemplary damages, the law will allow plaintiff to consider the value of an entity or a person's state when assessing the exemplary damages.
So when somebody is preparing, a family member is preparing to meet with an attorney, what do you recommend that they should be tracking as far as documentation is concerned?
Typically, there's always going to be reports. And when they prepare to meet with an attorney, they really don't need to prepare anything. The lawyer would set them down because, of course, when someone is killed, it's pretty devastating to a family member. So they probably just need to meet with a lawyer as soon as possible. And then the lawyer would help them understand what's going on and what evidence needs to be collected. And if they have reports, or in today's age, they may have video or any other type of reports. That can often be prepared later and given to the attorney.
Mm-hmm. Are there any specific questions you would recommend? Just making sure it's a good fit, of course, that's very important.
Well, they should always research the lawyer,
Okay.
make sure that he's qualified to handle the case. And I always tell people, go to the State Bar website, see if there's complaints, look at their affiliations and memberships, and that'll help them go a long way. I get a lot of people who complain about lawyers that take on any case, and then they're not really prepared for that specific wrongful death case. So a lot of lawyers get in over their head. So they just need to kind of research. Don't go with the first lawyer they see, but kind of research the lawyer, meet with them, and see if there is a good fit.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us today, Mr. Woods. If you are in Texas and you're seeking any representation, please consider Woods Law Firm PC and Mr. Robert Woods, because he's fantastic.